Mitch McConnell decided to try out some comedy on the floor of the Senate. Look at what he attributes the improving economy to.
After so many years of sluggish growth, we're finally starting to see some economic data that can provide a glimmer of hope. The uptick appears to coincide with the biggest political change of the Obama administration's long tenure in Washington, the expectation of a new Republican Congress.
The economy is better because Republicans took office 1 day ago. Originally, when I was planning this story, I was just going to read you his quote. But I was like, no, I can't read them the quote because they'll want to see it for themselves, because that's such an outlandish thing to say that even he couldn't have possibly said it. Well, you just saw it with your own two eyes. The economy is better because Republicans took over a day ago. Mitch, I have news for you. The economy has been improving in many ways since 2009. You know who took over in 2009? Do I even need to say it? In fact, show the economic chart. Private sector job creation. The red is Bush, the blue is Obama. Who is better with the economy? These guys are amazing. No matter what happens, they'll flip the argument in their favor. So if the economy is good and the Democrats are in control, what do they say? No, the economy is good despite the fact that Democrats are in control. It would have been even better if they weren't. Or they say what Mitch McConnell just said. Since we took over yesterday, the economy is doing fantastic. How many times have we gone over this on the show? I'm tired of saying it, you're tired of hearing it. But if you go by all of the economic indicators that Republicans supposedly care about, the economy is perfect. Because what do they care about? They care about private sector job growth. Well, under Obama, well over 8 million private sector jobs created. So he gets an A+ in that area. How about the deficit? That's another thing they care about tremendously. Obama inherited a $1.4 trillion deficit. Now it's $483 billion. He more than cut it in half. Again, according to the Republican ideology, or what they claim is their ideology, they should love him because of that. Also, the public sector, government. What has Obama done? He's cut over 500,000 government jobs. Again, this is something that the Republicans say they love. When you look at all of the different economic indicators, Obama's only good by a right-wing criteria. The stock market's another example. The stock market is not a good indication of how the economy is doing. It's really not, because the stock market only... it's predominantly rich people in the stock market, and if they're not rich, they're still in the upper 50%. So it really is a better indication of how the upper middle class is doing and how the rich are doing. And the stock market is doing fantastic under Obama. Again, these are all Republican indicators, and they're doing well. But what does Mitch McConnell do? He says, no, it's been good since 2009 because the Republicans took over a day ago. There is absolutely nothing that would make these guys say Obama's a good president. There's nothing he could do. I mean, he also implemented their health care plan. And what happened? The Republicans say, well, no, the plan that we came up with we no longer like. We're now against our own ideas. And again, it was Richard Nixon who first came up with that idea of the individual mandate. Then Bob Dole proposed it. The Heritage Foundation, which is a right-wing think tank, wrote policy papers about it. Newt Gingrich was in favor of it. Chuck Grassley was in favor of it. Mitt Romney, a Republican, put it into place in Massachusetts. So they'll just continue to move the goalposts. You know, another thing they say is foreign policy. They like strength. We like strong leaders. So what does Obama do? Okay, continue the war in Iraq, continue the war in Afghanistan, continue to do drone strikes in Pakistan, Yemen, and Somalia. And what do they say? Now we don't like that. Now we want you to be even harder than you are being. Well, what the fuck else do you want them to do? We're already in Iraq. We're already in Afghanistan. We're already in Syria. That's 3 places right there. Then when you add the drone strikes in Pakistan, Yemen, and Somalia, that's 6 places total. When you add the military bases, we have 900 military bases around the world. What the fuck? How can you be more war hawkish? I don't even know how it's possible. But that's the thing. It's not about empirical reality when we talk about people like Mitch McConnell. It's about emotions. They just know in their gut, we don't like that Obama feller. He's a Democrat. We don't like them Democrats. So what do? Whatever kind of bullshit attack you can come up with, throw it against the wall. Now, again, I want to be clear about this. That doesn't mean that Obama hasn't made mistakes. No, I'm very critical of him, and progressives are very critical of him because according to progressive criteria, he really hasn't been that great of a president. He's a center-right kind of president. So there is a legitimate criticism of Obama. It's just that the Republicans do none of the legitimate criticism and all of the bullshit criticism.